Okonitama Shrine. We'll search for Ayame there. We often took her there to pray. It's on the south end of a street called Elm Row, just north of the racecourse.
The racecourse? Ibarra! That whole area is intensely contaminated!
It's a danger zone now.
No hazmat suit can block that much radiation.
Kamata, step on it! We must get to Okonitama Shrine! Why on earth has the radiation become so strong? It was no simple feat avoiding the danger zones on your way here. The radiation has spread quite a bit.
What about the bones at the racecourse? A lot of strontium-90 built up in him, so...
But where did strontium itself come from? Radioactive particles must have a point of origin. I believe that whatever's causing the radiation to grow more severe must be hidden near the Tama River.
But, what could it be?
I do not know, but I am certain it will be connected to nuclear power. Radiation this harmful does not exist in the natural world. The cause will be man-made.
Are you a nuclear physicist? Is that why he calls you Doc?
Ish. Every dang day it's Nagoya, Tokyo, Nagoya, Tokyo. Pfft. I'm not some express train. Do you have the list I asked for, Mushinakoji? Good. Read it off to me. I want their names, occupations, and work history.
About that, VP. The number of scientists which confirmed deaths was much more extensive than expected. Those who were in Tokyo at the time of the accident succumbed to radiation poisoning.
And what about those who are still missing? Are there any radiation experts among them?
Let's see.
Mushinakoji, what's taking so long?
Well, you were searching for your mystery distributor, yes? The one delivering supplies to survivors in Tokyo? And who developed the hazmat suits for the survivors use... the barrier suit version 2?
Yes. No one should be capable of such feats but one of TriStar Industries' senior scientists.
Senior? He was even higher up the ladder! He was their lead scientist!
What? Mushinakoji, who are you talking about? Are you certain of this?
His name is... Denjiro Shiba. He's been missing ever since the accident 20 years ago. He was a scientist employed by Shinto Electric and TriStar Industries, an expert in nuclear physics.
I see. And what did he do for them?
Almost everything! He came up with a theory for barrier suits 35 years ago. Technology just hadn't caught up to him yet. And that's not even half of it. Dr. Shiba was in charge of designing Daiba nuclear power plant.
He was what?
He was the father of that accident!
Ow! Oh dear!
What happened, Kamata? Why did we stop?
What? We had to, Doc! The radiation spread all the way to the north side of Elm Row! The whole street's a danger zone! The count is blaring! If we go farther... Damn!
We'll go the rest of the way alone. Wait here.
Over here! I'll go over the map with you. This is our current location, the north side of Elm Row. Follow the road south and you'll get to the shrine.
Got it.
Take this radio. I've left it on. If you require anything, you need only say so.
Okay. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
What is it?
Could you stick out your shoulder?
What is this?
It's called ether. It's a cure-all. That's a polymer seal, so no air leaks.
Ugh!
They call ether a cure-all, but it really only prevents radiation poisoning. And if you're exposed to too much radiation, it only works for 10 minutes at that. That was my last one for now, so be careful.
A miracle medicine indeed. Tell me, what is it made of?
Ether is made from cells collected from our bodies.
Your cells!
Our cells contain unique ion exchangers. The ion exchangers absorb and neutralize radioactive ions in the body. It's like photosynthesis. Like how these trees take carbon dioxide and release oxygen. But the mutations caused by ether won't carry down to the next generation of cells. So even though you can inject ion exchangers into ordinary people, they'll only work for 10 minutes before they're used up.
Is the color of your skin because of ions then? Is that why you three are so very pale?
Coppelia, as in the doll, combined with ion. That's what we are. Coppelion.
Our cells contain unique ion exchangers. The ion exchangers absorb and neutralize radioactive ions in the body. Is the color of your skin because of ions then? Is that why you three are so very pale?
Coppelia, as in the doll, combined with ion. That's what we are. Coppelion.
And you girls have accepted that? You were subject to human experimentation. Do you realize that? They played with your DNA before you were even born, regardless of what you might feel. And yet, you act so obedient. Why do you remain as government puppets?
All I wanted was to see Tokyo with my own eyes. If not for the nuclear accident, we'd never have been born. So, we're connected to this place. Even though I'd never been here before, sometimes seeing it makes me feel kinda nostalgic. I think that Tokyo is my hometown.
Such strong girls. They've accepted their tragic reality and live on with pride. Next to them,
Denjiro Shiba. He was a professor at Tokyo University until he was scouted by Shinto Electric. And then he became the nuclear industry's top specialist. The locals vocally opposed building a nuclear power plant in Tokyo, but the government believed his ability and gave in.
An accident still took place. Even thinking about building a nuclear power plant in a country with so many earthquakes was a grave mistake.
Dr. Shiba must have stayed in Tokyo to help the survivors voluntarily, out of a sense of guilt. What a messed up story. Nobody can say whose fault it really was.
Does he look like a charitable man to you, Ibuse? The arrogance of scientists has given birth to countless disasters. We'll drag him back no matter the cost, and show him just how stained his hands are. Even after 20 years, we're far from done with dealing with that disaster. He will do his part to help clean up his mess.
VP, I know I can never truly understand how you feel, but you can't aim all your anger at just one man.
Naruse, come on!
Yes, VP?
What's your status? Have you restrained the distributor?
So you knew it was him, huh?
Dork! They talking with somebody!
Naruse, the distributor is no ordinary man. He's the designer behind Daiba Nuclear Power Plant.
He's the nuclear plant's designer?
His name is Denjiro Shiba, TriStar Industries' most genius scientist.
Crap! They figured it out, Dork!
Quiet. They can hear us as well. We'll be there in less than 2 hours. Don't let him get away. We'll be the ones to bring him in.
Roger. We'll guard him. Ibarra? Didn't the doctor say this radio is on?
We heard. Don't worry, I shan't run away. I intend to face my sins head on. However, evacuating the others must come first. After that, you may do with me what you like.
Doctor, if you feel guilty about the accident, then... Huh? What's wrong with the trees? They're like all twisted up. Ew!
Ah, the trees have absorbed caesium-137. Trees grow deformed after long-time exposure to radiation.
Caesium? Was that again? I feel like I heard it before. Caesium-137, a radioactive isotope with a half-life of 30 years. It emits both beta and gamma particles and is highly soluble. Right. So it gets deep into the ground and sticks around for decades. It's one of the nastiest kinds of radiation.
That is correct. Caesium-137's chemical properties are similar to those of potassium. Trees use potassium to regulate the distribution of water to their leaves. Caesium-137 spreads inside the trees just as potassium would.
Geez, it's like radiation's full of a bunch of conmen.
Conmen. Indeed, by conning the trees, radiation maintains a fixed presence here. These Zelkova elm trees are a symbol of Fuchu. They're a national monument. They were planted almost 1,000 years ago. Could anyone from that time ever have imagined they would come to look like this? That they would bear humanity's mistakes, yet still continue their struggle to survive?
Someone, help me! Huh? That voice!
That was Ayame. Ma'am, where are you?
Help! Crow! A giant crow monster! Crow monster? I ran to the art museum. I'm surrounded. Help! Art museum?
She must mean Fuchu Art Museum. It's in the forest, northeast of you.
You go ahead in the truck. We'll meet you soon.
Understood. Go east and you'll come upon Kogane Highway.
The art museum is just beyond. Roger. Ibarra! Did she say crow monster? Ibarra! Ibarra! Kogane Highway. This is it. Wait. Is a crow monster like a giant mutated crow? How come nobody told me there were monsters like that? You read too much manga. Radiation doesn't create oversized monsters. Then what attacked Miss Ayame? Huh? That's what we're about to find out. Let's move.
Ayame, come in! No. What happened to her?
Dork, let's make this trip the last one. We've done all we can as normal human beings. Those girls will take care of the rest. 20 years. You held out this shithole for 20 years. No one has the right to blame you for what happened.
Kamata, I've caused you so much hardship. You've seen nothing but danger as my assistant. I'm grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. You should have no difficulties starting over. When the helicopter arrives, don't argue. Go with them.
A guy like me could live in any old hole in the ground. Getting on that helicopter will be my last real job. Dork, we will board that chopper.
I'm terrified, Kamata. Terrified of the outside world. Every night I have the same dream. One in which I'm criminalized by society. Everyone blames me. Everyone holds me responsible for the accident. And I cannot say a single word, because what they say is true.
It ain't true. That accident would have happened with or without you. Somebody else would have built the nuclear power plant. And the same damn thing would have happened.
Here I won't be blamed. Not so long as I stay in Tokyo. What is that? Something's approaching from the air.
Wait a sec. Ibarra! Taiko! Run, Aoi! You're gonna get left behind! But I'm so exhausted already! Huh? What was that? Smoke! That's by the art museum. Come on! Wait! What was that explosion? Huh? Crows?